Who all enjoys nap time? Well, I know for a fact that I love to squeeze in a quick one whenever I can. So, there are some that are busy and are not able to squeeze in a quick nap. So, in this speech, I will talk about the difference between taking a nap and what not taking one does. So, there are benefits of taking a nap, and two of them are low blood pressure, and of course, it puts you in a better mood, of course. So, a study in 2019 from Healthline at American College Cardiology's annual scientific session showed that midday sleep appears to be just as effective in lowering blood pressure levels. So, when you take a short nap, it helps boost your energy levels and it helps with that afternoon slump. So, if you're going to take a nap, the best thing to do is to limit your nap between 10 to 20 minutes and try not to go any longer than that. And after that 10 to 20 minute nap, you feel more refreshed and alert. So, a study in 2000 at Harvard University and elsewhere have concluded dozens of experiments that have shown that sleep improves learning, memory, and creative thinking. Robert Stickgold, a Harvard sleep researcher, says napping makes people more effective problem solvers. So, a cat nap of 6 minutes, not 5 minutes, but six, make a difference in how well people retain information. So, don't ever feel guilty when you want to take a nap. It's okay. We all need them when we really, really need them. Um, but you have to know when it's okay to take a nap. So, you should always avoid naps if you're an insomniac, and don't ever nap after 4 p.m. That's a big no-no after the 4 p.m. So, how do you know the perfect nap? So, sleep expert Michael Brew, PhD, in article Napping Tips, 7 expert strategies for maximizing your nap time, shows that if you take longer than 30 minutes, you end up in a deep sleep. And that is actually true because I have actually taken like 2 to 3 hour naps in the past. And I do regret doing that because, when it comes to nighttime and I'm really trying to go to bed because I have work in the morning and I'm not able to fall asleep, I'm like regretting it the next morning because I'm having to drink an energy drink or get some coffee, or maybe drink both of them to help me like really stay awake from taking that long 2 3 hour nap and then not being able to sleep at night. So it's very important to you can set an alarm, so that you don't go over those 30 minutes. I do recommend that. Setting an alarm will help. Just don't fall asleep like how I do and then just wake up whenever. But anyways, so there can be some effects to napping, but there is some good that comes out of it when a person does nap. So there was one time that I went to Dallas for the weekend, and it was actually Super Bowl weekend, and I had made it back on time for Super Bowl, like a few hours before Super Bowl, but I was really tired. And my friend called me and she was like, "Hey," she's like, "let's go watch the Super Bowl at our friend's house." And I said, "Okay, cool, I'm down." So, me knowing that I was really tired, I ended up going, and I didn't take like a 10 to 20 minute nap. So, as I was driving, I was about to get onto the highway, and I hit a stop sign. And I didn't hit a stop sign, but I got to the stop sign, and I was sitting there, and I was just like sitting there, like my mind was somewhere else. And I was thinking to myself, okay, so when is this light going to turn green? And then, I finally like was like, oh my gosh, like I'm not at a stoplight, I'm at a stop sign. So I started looking around, and luckily there was no one around me, and there was no cars behind me, and luckily there was no cops around either. So I got really lucky, and I know that I should have turned around to go back home because I was really tired, but I ended up going to the Super Bowl because I wanted to see my friends and I wanted to eat. So I know that's really, really bad. But, and I don't recommend for anyone to do that. So I don't even know who won that year actually for Super Bowl. I was just happy to see my friends and be there. And, anyways, so I just want to let you all know that napping is not only for babies, because we all know that, babies do take naps, because if they don't, then they do get cranky. But napping is for everyone, and they do come in handy when we are in need of one. So never feel guilty about taking one either. You're never too old for nap time. So next time your partner or your child or your children take a nap, make sure to catch a snooze.